Hello, everybody, and I hope I'm not peaking with my audio. My name is Frederick House. If our audio needs to be adjusted, let us know.
Yes.
And on the sticks, the D-pad, the controller is double RPG.
Yes. And we're. Oh, hold on a sec. Let me grab. Okay. Yeah, I got it. All right. Yes. It is me who's playing on the controller, and we are playing possibly my favorite Japanese RPG of all time. And that game is this little gem, Suikoden 2 on the PlayStation.
Yes, we played mine with Lunar, and Star Child and both LPH and Star Child said that we sound good.
Good. Very
That's
good.
good to know.
But yes.
And the other voice you're gonna hear is Visible Ninja. By the way, he's not here yet.
Nature called for him, so he'll be
He'll
back
be
as soon
back,
as he
yeah.
can. So yeah.
Or am I?
Oh, here he is.
Aha. But yes, I have returned.
That's good. So,
what's
not
popping, gamers?
So, yeah, Cal's played his favorite JRPG. We're playing my favorite, but this is also the follow-up to the original Suikoden that we played back about a year or two ago.
About, yeah.
Yeah, that's the follow-up to that. And usually a lot of people say that sequels aren't better than the original game. Well, I say that's baloney because this game, in my opinion, blows the first game out of the water. Even though the first game is still a good game, but still, I'd still say this is the more superior game.
Who speaks of this
Oh, yeah.
blasphemy? Because sequels, they have to go bigger and better than the original. So,
yeah,
you know what? A lot of the times they do. Different degrees, but.
If you guys can't hear the video game audio, just let me know and I'll try to boost it up a little bit.
Yeah, we want to know that we're all balanced.
Are we?
I'm
not.
As balanced. We're going into this, what happened in the last game, and how does it relate to this game? As like so give us a backdrop here.
Okay, so the first game it takes place south in a country that's south of this game's country. And basically, you play the son of a general who is famous for the Imperial Army, but due to a I wouldn't say a mishap, but due to an unfortunate circumstance where a good childhood friend of his has a magical power that the Empire wants, it was given to him, and now the Empire wants that power back from him, and it starts up his own little rebellion. Basically, what he calls the Liberation Army, to go up against the corrupt and evil Imperial Empire. And he managed to succeed in doing that. This game, on the other hand, has little to no relation to the first game. It takes place 3 years after the first game, but its story is completely independent from that. What took place in the Scarlet Moon Empire from the first game, we are now in the country of Dunan for Suikoden 2. And basically,
all right.
Basically, the gist of the plot is that you play the son of an orphan, or not the son of an orphan, but you play the son of a war hero who is an orphan, and basically the country of Dunan is split between two factions. One is called the Joustin Alliance, and the other is the Royal Kingdom of Highland. And the Royal Kingdom of Highland is like the Imperial Army from Suikoden 1, where they want to try and take over the country with all their might and force. But that is because of one certain individual who wants to try and destroy that alliance, as well as the entire country and all countries that are around the country we're playing in. And if you saw that man's face in the opening intro, where it looked like he had a really mean and scary look on his face, then yeah, he's one of the main antagonists in this game, and we're pretty much trying to stop him. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist for Suikoden 2.
Very, that's quite the story, I got to admit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
it all sounds kind of cool.
But yeah, this game, it was released in 1999 on the PlayStation. Well, 1998 in Japan, but the U.S. and Europe, I think they did not. Well, the U.S. at least did not get it until 1999, and Europe didn't get it until the year 2000. And I do have a lot to say about this game. A lot of its good qualities, but there are some bad qualities I do need to make mention of too while I'm playing this game. And I'll be talking about that as we go along. But for now, let's just go ahead and get on with the opening moments of this game's story, shall we? And the main character I have, who goes by I am going by what the official works what they named this character as. They name him under the name Ryo, R-I-O-U. Whereas in the first game, you play as the son of a general named Teo McDole, who goes by the name Tyr McDole or Tyr McDole. So yeah,
LPH has a question.
But yeah, that's his name. But okay, so good guy became bad guy or something? Oh no, the good guy. He remained a good guy at the end. It's just the army who he was originally working for, they turned into the bad guys, and basically, the good guy is trying to bring freedom back to his country. This game is sort of similar to that, but it involves around two different characters, which one of them we're playing and the other is his childhood friend. The one who's his childhood friend, I will say, is the one who's on the opposing side, but you shall see how that is as we go along with the game. But we probably won't see it in this episode, so let's not waste any time and get started with this game. And yes,
right.
I do want to load...
Also, if you don't know, yeah.
I also want to mention that I am going to be loading save data from the first Suikoden when I'm playing this game, because that was one of the cool features about this game. That if you had save data from the first game and you load it into this game, then you actually get a bonus scenario during the gameplay, where you actually get to see the hero from the first game and you get involved in a little side quest with him where he's actually a playable character. He's not a part of the 108 Stars of Destiny, but he is a playable character in this game nevertheless, albeit a minor role.
So I just want to bring up why it's called Suikoden. You're like, wait, is it the 108 Stars of Destiny or what? Like, why is it called Suikoden? Actually, in China, where this is one of the major Chinese novels.
Mm-hmm.
It would be called Suikoden. It would be called 108 Stars of Destiny, but most of the time it was actually called the Water Margin, which is what Suikoden translates to, water margin.
Yes, it does.
And if you're interested, there is a Chinese kung fu movie that was also called The Water Margin, or as it was called when my dad was growing up in the 70s, The Seven Blows of the Dragon. So if you want to see how China looks at the actual legend, check out Seven Blows of the Dragon, also known as The Water Margin, which is what this is called.
I mean,
interesting tidbit, just thought I'd...
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things you'll notice about this game that is better about the first game is its presentation. It's a lot more eye-popping with its colors, and there's a lot more lighting and shadows and darkness that has a lot more presence in this game. So yeah, we got introduced to the main character, and they're...
I noticed it's still, but they look more detailed.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more detailed.
So we got the main character and his childhood friend Joey Atreides. I guess that's how his
with a W. Instead of an E, Joey, but with a W.
Mm-hmm.
Joey. Also, Star Child and LPH said some things. Star Child mentioned the price for this game could go for quite a bit for physical, but it's only $6 on the PS3 store, which you also have.
Mm-hmm.
LPH said he missed games that have that when you were talking about importing the save file from the first game to unlock stuff.
Yes, it's like
Star
DLC before DLC.
Yeah, exactly. Star Child said you could also do that transfer thing from Suikoden 2 to Part 3.
Yes.
And with Part 4 to Tactics.
Mm-hmm. Although with Suikoden 2 to Suikoden 3, it doesn't really do like the whole thing where you get that bonus side quest that's playable. Hey, Lord Doom. So the camp of the Highlands Youth Brigade is set ablaze. There was a peace treaty going on, but they're saying that the city-state of Joustin actually broke that peace treaty, and now there's war going on right now. And it looks like the Youth Brigade are caught in the middle of the massacre.
Well, you know what they say, war never changes.
Thank you, Fallout. And one of the things that you'll notice about the gameplay, too, that was not included in the first game, is that it has a... you are able to run in this game. So, another one of the reasons why I feel that the gameplay in this game is actually a lot better than the first game is that you can actually make your character run. Another thing, too, I want to mention is that the first game and the second game, particularly, they actually got a re-release on the PSP, albeit it was only exclusive in Japan. And there were some noticeable differences between the PS1 originals to the PSP version. But I'll talk about that sooner or later, but here we get introduced to the main antagonist.
I'm gonna go grab a bite with Maggie.
Hey, Rob, streaming. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Is everybody still here? Or did I cut out again?
Nope.
Okay, I was
No,
about
I'm
to...
here.
Okay,
no,
good.
no. I'm here.
Okay, sorry, I just the way I was talking, I just wasn't sure if anybody heard what I, was hearing me on your guys' end. But anyway, without further ado, we get introduced to one of the main antagonists, or pretty much the primary antagonist of the first and second act of this game. Ladies and gentlemen, Luca Blight. Now, this guy is like the epitome of just scary. This guy...
Wasn't there a super long fight with him? I forget.
Yes, there is. That's like the final boss fight at the end of Act 2 before Act 3. And you fight him 3 times in a normal battle, and then you get in a one-on-one fight with him. So yeah, you guys will actually see this. I mean, you will actually see it when we get to that part. But this guy... Oof. Whoa, Nelly.
Whoa, Nelly. That's one way to say it, I guess.
Yeah, it's, he is... Oof. Just the epitome of just pure evil. You may like him for his pure evil, or you may hate him for what he does, but you shall see how insane this guy is. You could probably even say that someone like Kefka from Final Fantasy VI, it would give him a run for his money.
I guess so. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Doom says, what didn't he do is a better question. Part 7 is literally just him committing crimes. That's the whole time, just committing crimes.
But I'll tell you right now that the way how he became a bloodthirsty beast, his backstory, it doesn't explicably explain it in the game. But if you were to go, say, like on the Suikoden wiki or Suiko source about how he became a bloodthirsty beast or a monster, you may actually be very shocked at what made him turn heel big time. I mean, just think like the manga Berserk with what happened to Casca, but instead of what happening to his girlfriend, basically what happened to his mother.
Interesting.
Well, I didn't know Suikoden. Lord Doom said that he went, I did it all for my country, but then there's like 5 different things he does just for the heck of it, with no real connection to his goal. Oh.
Yeah.
Right there. It's a lot of stuff.
But you will see, when it comes to Luca Blight, just how much that guy just really pisses you off.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
No
joke.
Lord Doom saying all it was just
Excuse me. Excuse me, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, we're trying to get away from the Highland Army, as it was what they were doing was pretty much a ploy just to instigate a war. They basically needed something to help instigate the war by saying that the city-state were the ones who caused a surprise attack during this whole peace treaty with what's going on, but in the inside, it was actually Luca Blight who actually stirred up shit. Basically massacring the Highland Army's youth brigade, and making the state army a scapegoat in that, just to instigate a war, basically. I guess there needs to be something for the enemy to kindle the fires of war, and I guess what happened here was pretty much
remember
it.
that general from yeah, I didn't know about that crap. Yeah, Lord Doom says Suikoden had some pretty wild stuff in it overall.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Starshow says he remembers back when Suikoden 4 came out, he did a Konami promotional contest on their website where you had to look for special number combinations on Suikoden related stuff in websites and physical media like the strategy guide and art book. Depending on how many you found, you would get a prize. Prizes would stack, so if you got top prize, you get everything below it as well.
I remember contests like that.
So I guess you
go around to various places looking for, like codes or something, like various websites or like actual like books or something.
Yeah. Here we have the opening montage with the opening credits, basically. Just listening to the music, it's just it's the things about this game is that what makes it stand out is obviously the soundtrack, because the one who composed the soundtrack from the first game returned to compose the soundtrack for this game as well. So Miki Higashino, who used to work for Konami back in the day, did the soundtrack for this game too.
Did they do part 3?
No, the one who did part 3 was Michiru Yamane from Castlevania fame. You know, the ones that Koji Igarashi did.
Oh, wow. Yes. Yeah, I know her very well.
Mm-hmm.
What does Starshow say? Sorry.
He says, I got enough of the codes to get the special soundtrack CD. Well, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
And the one who gets all the credit for creating this game and writing it, Yoshitaka Murayama. The guy who is conceiving and creating a Yunin Chronicle 100 Heroes right now.
Just basically, what, like spiritual successor?
Yes. And here we get introduced to a familiar character returning from the first Suikoden game. If you see this character sprite, and if you've seen this character sprite from Suikoden 1 or close to what it looks like, then yeah, that character is a returning one. So you're finally awake. Hey, can you say your name?
Oh god, so you're finally awake. Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim.
You can say your name is ... Or you could just say, I'm Rio. So you can talk, huh? What the hell were you doing in the river? Did you slip? We were ambushed by the state army. State army?
Yeah. My name is Ellipses.
What are you talking
Don't get
about?
it wrong.
We just signed a peace agreement. I can't believe it. Huh? Are you a Highlander? No, I am...
Yes.
There can only be one,
only
and
one.
I am the one. I am with the Highland Royal Army Unicorn Brigade.
Oh shit, unicorns.
Now, where's Michael Ironside so I can kick his ass? He's the main enemy of the first Highlander movie, right?
It was Clancy Brown.
Oh, wait a minute. It was Clancy Brown. Never mind, but I remember that...
I was like,
I remember... No, he... wasn't he like the main villain of Total Recall, Michael Ironside? Or was he just one of the main characters aside from Schwarzenegger?
I think he was one of the bad guys in Total Recall, yeah.
Anyway, I see. So you and I are
enemies. Yeah. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, returning character from Suikoden 1, Victor, the Mercenary. I'm Victor, leader of the Mercenary Army and friend of the city-state of Joustin. And another returning character.
Oh, we joust.
Another returning character.
Dog. That's a returning character.
Flick of the Blue Light.
Returning
or
character.
just Flick in general.
Dog.
Victor, are you having fun picking on that poor kid? What are you talking about, Flick? I wouldn't do that. I'm a nice guy. But anyway, what happened to the other one? It's no good. We lost sight of him. I hope he made it.
Dang, why does that one sound like she's in pain?
Or something is pretty much catching your attention outside. Too bad. Okay, listen up.
Starchild said the price dropped considerably, though, even though they're so expensive.
Oh, yeah. The copy I got, complete in box, it was about $350.
Wow. He said he remembers people offering him a ton of money for his copy of 3.
Oh my god. Okay, listen up. Whoever you are, you're going to be my personal guest for a while. You may not find the accommodations too comfortable, though. Don't look so worried. We're not going to eat you or anything. Okay, let's go back to the fort.
Yeah.
Rio, it's a lie.
Okay.
They are going to eat you. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait a minute.
This'll be your room for a while. It's small and not too comfortable, but you'll have to live with it since you're a prisoner. Yep, since we're at the mercenary fort, we're a prisoner right now. It's pretty cold at night, so try to bundle up. Sure, whatever you say, man. And yeah, the 108 Stars of Destiny, I would say about a third of them are returning characters from the first game, whereas 2/3 of them are original for this game.
Okay.
Yeah, which is really, I mean, you would figure that with a game like this, that most of the characters who join your army are all brand new, but not this game. I guess they needed to have some of the returning characters so that way there will be some, familiar bonds that people have with certain characters in the franchise. So that way they'll be, that way they can attract them like a hook.
Why is it even called a part 2? People would even ask, why is it a part 2 if there's nothing related? Okay, Vin Diesel. People outside. Lord Doom says he still has his copy of 3 as well, somewhere. And that was the first game he played at Suikoden in the series.
I love that game.
Funny enough.
Yeah, Suikoden 3 is one of my favorites. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Duck Clan.
I think I asked this question before when we played part 1.
Mm-hmm.
But was this game originally intended to be Super Nintendo, the series, Super Nintendo, or like they just like, we just want to do 2D sprites?
I think they just wanted to do 2D sprites. Okay. Because I don't remember seeing anything about this game originally intending to be on the Super Nintendo or anything like that. I mean, maybe the first game, but this game seems like it's tailor-made for the PlayStation.
Not this game. Yeah. Because I remember the first game this one looks more fluid. It's 2D, but the animations obviously you can't do that on Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
The animations are like more fluid.
And the details of the characters, the environments, and the sprites, they're a lot more detailed than the first game. And the shadows and the lighting of the places that you're at, they're a lot better in this game too. That's why the presentation in this game actually is. Yeah,
it's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Deuce, the true runes are what's related. That and that the events take place in a singular world, more or less.
Yes. The true runes in this game, they're pretty much like the equivalent of gods, where anybody who takes them can shape the will of destiny or something like that. But there are also those who possibly want to destroy them as well for their own means. So, but those with a good heart.
Yeah, what do you want, Barbara? What do you want? You got 2 pairs of boots. Yeah, I gave them to you. All right, lady. Jeez. Golly, lady. What? You want some flints? Lord Doom, not Lord Doom. Starchild said he got them. He got the games out of order. He got part 2 first, then part 3, then part 1, then part 4, and then tactics, and then part 5.
Oh my gosh. I would say, if I were to...
We're out of flour.
They're out of flour, so we have to go outside the fort to a village to grab some.
We're out of flour. What are you talking about, flour? Get out of here. I misspelled random.
Hey, you said get out of here. You know I had to do that. So yeah, as I was saying, the true runes in this game, they're basically gods. They're pretty much what keeps the entire world of this series in balance. But there are parallel worlds that are connected to this world too, which if you ever played Suikoden Tier Crace for the Nintendo DS, that's in an alternate world that's away from this game, although they do connect to like the same multiverse, I guess you could say. But out of all the games that I would rank from best to worst, I would say, from worst to best, I would say Suikoden 4 definitely comes off being the worst. The next game, probably the worst. Well, I wouldn't say it's the worst, but I would say probably the first game is my 4th favorite. Suikoden 3 is probably in the middle. Then, Suikoden 5 is my 2nd favorite, and Suikoden 2 is my all-time favorite. Suikoden 5, on the other hand, I heard a lot of people say it's underrated, and some say it's overrated, but for those who say it's overrated, I say they're totally missing the point, because 5 pretty much goes back to basics after what Part 4 did, with how Suikoden is supposed to be, and it pretty much goes back, it pretty much uses like the second game story as a template with how to make a good story out of the whole game or whatever. But yeah, Suikoden 5 is definitely one of my top favorites. And then Star Child's... I like 5. So 2, 5, 3, 1, and 4. Out of the mainline installments, I haven't counted Suikoden Tactics because honestly I have not played Suikoden Tactics yet, and I need to. And I know that my vintage game store near me does have a copy of it, which I think they were selling it for maybe about $50. But if I do go there this coming week or so, I may have to get me one. Yes, Suikoden Ghost Babel. Yes, there was a Game Boy Advance game called Suikoden Card Stories. Basically, kind of like, if you're if you played card-based RPGs like, like the Dragon Ball games or even Yu-Gi-Oh! Or stuff like that, it's basically like that. And even Pokemon.
That'll probably play then.
Yeah, indeed I do, yes.
But the thing is that...
Now, Metal, I gotta ask, did you play any Suikoden? Okay, because I think that means I'm the least knowledgeable.
I was gonna say, honestly, no.
Oh, okay. So it's everybody in the chat and Kyle and me and Metal are like, well, okay. I did play some of 3. That was about it. Which is funny. That's the rare one now.
yeah, I got to say, I'm not too familiars with it. So.
Wait, which one's the rarest? 3 or 2?
Oh, 2 is more rare.
Huh.
2 is more rare.
3
because it released late.
Yeah, the one I played was 3, which is
also
rare, but not as rare. Okay.
It released late in the PlayStation 1's life cycle, so that's why it's a kind of a rarity.
Oh yeah, anything that comes out like late in a console's life tends to be harder to find.
True. That's very true. I think like games that are like that, like I think the original Persona 4 is hard to find. The original PS2 one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, especially games that come out like after like the next system launches.
That's exactly what happened with Persona 4. It was for PS2.
Yeah, it came up for PS2, but the 3 was already out, so it wasn't produced as much.
Like the only reason like I even played it and got into it was because of Golden, the Vita, and now it's on Steam. So hey, I'm hoping 3 can get on Steam, and I'm hoping that they make a collection of 3 and 4. But you know, they probably won't. But I mean, they should. But they probably.
I mean, it'd be nice, but yeah,
exactly.
probably won't happen. But hey, it'd be nice.
We want people to get into this series, but we won't. But the series isn't available outside of the latest one on major consoles that people actually have. Okay.
I know, right?
Like what?
I tell you, Suikoden 1 and 2 that was on PSP, it does need to get a high definition re-release. I mean, Konami's been re-releasing a ton of their back catalog of games as of recent. You know, like their most recent one was Castlevania, the Castlevania Advance Collection. Suikoden 1 and 2 that was on the PSP needs to get on the re-release train badly because this is such an underrated series that it really does need to make a comeback.
I'm guessing you're playing Encounters right now. So Starshell says Suikoden. A lot of people don't like 4. He liked it. But it's definitely not as good as the others. Lord Doom called it the train riding simulator.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Or else I would like to call it Suikoden Wind Waker, because basically its gameplay when traveling on the world map was a lot like Wind Waker, The Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker, where you're riding on a boat.
So,
is there any other Wind Wakers?
Is there? Yeah. Starshell said, yeah, the PSP collection was pretty good. Also, since it's about the game, I have to ask you, why are you grinding this early? Since I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily have to. I'm just showing what some of the battles are like. That's all. So we could just go back to the fort if we want to.
No, I have
grinding. The thing I love most about RPGs.
Like, as somebody who's never played this, was that a good idea? Like, I don't, because I literally, literally, because I don't know. Lord Doom said Persona 4 was a fun game, but that beginning part, good God, is it dry? That's true. I mean, at the beginning, oh God, it was, it got good later, but yeah. Oh my God, it's like, what, 3 or 4 hours of like just talking before you even get to a fight? And then that fight is like, just like, yeah.
And Starchild says that he has Suikoden 1 and 2 collection on one of his hacked PSPs. And the thing about 1 and 2, what actually makes them very interesting, was for both 1 and 2, not only were there a few updated character portraits, but, for some of the main characters that you actually get to see their portrait, when you talk to them, but the character you play as, the main character, they can actually move in 8 different directions. So with this game, we're moving up, down, left, and right. But with Suikoden 1 and 2, you can actually move 8 ways, up, down, left, and right, and diagonally, too. And honestly, I was like, why did they not even bring the game in the West in the first place? Because I would have loved to play that game, especially if they had, those quality of life improvements with the movement, especially how you could like run diagonally. I think that actually would have made the game a bit more intuitive, at least from like the general gameplay perspective. But it is what it is.
Starshell said there's some slight changes.
This is your
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're not...
Also, I noticed when you ran there... Go ahead.
I mean, they're not really anything major except for movement, but Yeah, but it's pretty much more or less the same type of game you're playing that you played on the original PlayStation. But anyway, what were you gonna say?
I noticed when you ran, how the shadows worked and how they actually like the sprite actually interacted with the lighting and the shadows, like you were saying,
Yeah.
which makes this. So yeah, this definitely is this game definitely is straight up PS1, like not not Super Nintendo. Like I was
Right.
this game, because even though it's sprite, because a lot of people like me, like at the back in the day, like sprites, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because remember, Sony didn't like sprites. Remember, Sony just wanted 3D games.
Yeah, that's why that's why they turned down the original Mega Man 8 when that came out. But when they saw the positive reception that Mega Man 8 got on the Sega Saturn, Sony was like, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna backpedal on our stance, and we will allow 2D 2D sprite games on our system."
So you got Mega Man to thank for games like this being able to come out. Laura Doomey mentioned when we were talking about Persona 4's opening. Compared to this you're already fighting, which I like. I saw. Laura Doom said, yeah, if he wasn't warned before he played Persona 4 that the beginning is slow and dry, he would have gave up on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's worth playing, but like it's true. LPH said in every Sony generation. I hope I'm not peeking.
No, I think you're doing fine. I think you are doing fine.
Yeah. I brought that up because like when I did my Fate stream, I was like, man, I was peeking a lot.
Oh yeah, there was a manga for Suikoden 3 back in the day. But funny enough, there was actually...
There was!
Yeah.
I actually recall that.
But believe it or not, I think there was either a Japanese or a Chinese manga novelization of not only the first game, but the second game as well. From what I could recall, at least. But yeah, we did get a Japanese manga...
There might have been.
Collection for Suikoden 3, at least, over here.
Yeah, I do remember that. Funny enough, I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, it does pretty much follow the events of the three main characters you play as in Part 3, but there are some slight changes from the game when it came to the manga. But, you know, I guess that's to be expected, because the manga and video games, they're pretty much different continuities within themselves. So yeah, Joey Atreides tried to save us. Is that how you pronounce his last name? His last name is spelled as Atreides.
Like, it sounds very Latin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a guy I follow named Polympathy. He would know. But he's not here right now.
Yeah, Joey's last name is...
Darshell said, yeah, I forgot about that. Are you guys in jail?
Yeah, we're in jail, but we're getting ready to make our escape.
Because I was like, wait, they're just allowing you to do stuff, but you still got to go back to jail.
Yeah.
It's a very lax jail.
What the?
Yeah, it is very lax.
Well, no wonder why there was a war.
Starchild does remember that manga you're talking about, and that we sound good. And LP said, if someone else did a better job, Sony had to go back and fix it.
Yeah.
You know, talking about, you know, like how they would let games and they saw Mega Man doing good.
Mm-hmm. It's like Sony were backpedaling from their stance because they obviously want to try to be the better out of the two evils, I guess.
Starshell says it's probably pronounced Atreides or Atreides.
Yeah. Because I know that the last name, you know, his last name, it's actually based off somebody's last name, but because I know that if you go online, say like Google or somewhere, and you can actually get pronunciations of words from online, and you can actually hear the sound clip of what what they actually say, how they pronounce the words. So if anybody, can go on Google and actually see if they can actually look up that last name and see how it's pronounced, then definitely let us know in the comments. And yeah, you can actually see that this mercenary fortress is not, I mean, it is very lax. It's not that that guard heavy, or it's not that tight with its imprisonment or its security.
Hey, it's a Greek. I said Latin. It's Greek. And apparently, there's a Dune with a book with that name in there.
Mm-hmm. I think it's based off that dude in the book.
Oh, here we go. Atreides.
Atreides.
That's how you pronounce it. Atreides.
Atreides. Okay, there we go.
That makes sense. If it's Greek, it's Greek, that is how you would say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I coughing?
Anyway, we're going back to Ryubei Village because there's a little gypsy performance going on in the village.
Oh, here we go. Atreides may refer to descendants of the Greek mythical figure Atreus, especially Agamemnon. If you don't remember, he was from the Trojan War dealing.
So it is Greek. Well,
yep.
That's good to know.
And Atreus blah, 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 was a king of Mycenae. Okay. There we go. Suikoden 3 mangas, unlike the Suikoden 3 game, is actually cheap, Starshell said.
Mm-hmm.
If you find them on eBay. Look at that person dealing cards. I like how some of this animation is like really smooth, and then like that dealing cards, but then that dude jumping was just like mad, like
wooden,
primitive.
Yeah, very primitive.
Yeah. Look at her dealing the cards, mad smooth. That dude. Woohoo!
She deals with cards. He blows fire out of his mouth, and she, the young one, is a knife juggler. And basically, she's gonna do the whole thing where they're gonna play William Tell. Basically, whatever fruit that they put on his head, she's gonna throw a knife at it.
I did not know he was Swiss. LPH said the MCU did better, and Venom 2 was pushed 2 weeks earlier. It's a big old watermelon.
Big old watermelon.
Oh, now it's pumpkin.
Either a pumpkin or a bell pepper, but I would like to say pumpkin.
Because that's way too big. Bananas now.
Or maybe it's one of them giant peppers. One of them giant peppers.
Either an orange or a habanero pepper. But I'm gonna say an orange.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like an orange. Look at him jump.
He's like a big bald...
I don't know why that's giving me such joy just to see him jump.
He's like a big bald Mary Poppins. With a lock of blonde hair on his scalp.
Right.
So their names are Ellie, Rena, and Bolgan. The circus troupe of gypsies. So they're going to be joining us as we try to get back to Cairo Town, or Cairo, or Cairo, or Cairo, however you say that, the name of that place. Cairo Town.
After all.
That's like one of those hard words like limit. Rowads, Rudes, Roads.
Yeah. I understand the reference.
Yeah.
I understood that reference.
I mean, we talk about Black Sheep most of the time, the Chris Farley movie.
Yeah.
Don't con, we in that now.
What about Dragon Ball Kai?
No, I'm just randomly saying something.
Oh, that's fine.
Toka Urideru,
If you read-
Toka Paradise.
If you've seen the latest mixtape, which you haven't because it's not out yet, you'll be like, oh, I also do random things.
Just all in their head canon. Alright, we don't have enough money to upgrade Joey's weapon, since we do have access to the blacksmith shop and all.
Joey Wheeler? Oh, Atreides. Oh, what now?
Joey Atreides.
Oh, now we know. Well, now we know, right? And how many years have you been wondering how to pronounce it?
Mhm.
Finally learned. I'm guessing you grew up actually playing this game, right?
Oh yeah.
Or no? Okay.
He just lives somewhere in California. No, I'm just kidding. Lord Doom
Lord
says,
Doom said, I saw it.
yeah, my stand allows me to also travel through time. So it's
there you go.
Zawaru, though, too?
Oh, God. Yar days. Yar days. I gotta hire that guy. Yar days.
We're trying to go through the North Sparrow Pass to get back into Highland territory, but the state soldiers are preventing us from doing so.
Lord Doom said his stand is actually D4C Requiem. Kappa.
Ooh.
Filthy acts for a reasonable price.
Well, it looks like, based on the music, Rena's gonna do some adult talk with the stage soldier. Ooh. Bow chicka bow wow.
Well,
Although-
China is where?
Although we won't actually
China
see...
is here, Mr. Butler.
Although we actually don't hear what it is that they say, but you get the gist of the idea with what's going on here. Or, go, but you have to promise to keep your mouth shut.
Jeez. God. Lady.
So much for a gypsy doing our work, huh? So anyway, here we are.
Lord Doom said the ultimate version of the Stark technique. I'm gonna run to another reality, a whole different timeline. That is D4C Requiem. Nigaru Dayo Smoke. Nigaru Dayo Smokey.
North Sparrow Pass. It's another dungeon, but you can actually see.
That's why I was asking metal if yeah.
You can actually see that it has
Hey,
more.
this looks some...
It's got more of a fog layout with the environment, so you can actually see how foggy it is with the special effects and all in the environment. But anyway, what do you want Metal to say?
Oh, what? No, I was talking about
Oh.
his cat. His cat is named Smokey.
Oh,
So I
okay.
was saying like, oh, do you say? That's just I'll tell it Nigaru Dayo.
Oh. Oh, Little Smokey from Part 2, right? Who ended up becoming mayor of New York in Part 3.
Yes, because that totally happened.
Why? Because it just did. Who ever heard of a rabbit throwing a tomahawk at us like a boomerang?
Well, I mean, why not? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, Vern.
Well, yeah. Hey, Vern.
LPH says, a better mayor than we have right now.
Yeah, it's true.
Stroheim.
Lord 2 said, yeah, it's true, he is. President both Stroheim and Smokey. Think about that, right? A Nazi. Huh.
And he's
How'd
good.
you pull that one off?
And he's good friends with Speedwagon, even though Speedwagon is more like a mentor figure to him, pretty much. Or a grandfather figure, I guess you could say. But yeah, I have watched all of parts 1, 2, and 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I probably won't go beyond those, because I do believe that part 3 probably should have ended off the series if they... I mean, it's like how I say that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is pretty much like the equivalent of Castlevania, with how the Joestars represent the Belmonts and Dio represents Dracula. So it's like,
Basically.
so it's like if they can't even bring
But,
you know, Dio back into new parts of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, is like, why even have it? Like, why continue with it anyways? You know. But that's just me.
Part 4 and 5 are great. And 6. And 7.
Well, I mean,
but
I don't doubt that they're...
technically, the main story finished in 3.
I mean, I don't doubt the other parts of the overall story are bad or good or whatever. I heard that they're really good, but it's just like, spiritually, it's like, just the first 3 parts is like the ones you should care about. I mean, it's like how people say like volumes 1 through 7 of Yu-Gi-Oh are the only ones that you should care about. And the whole card game aspect, you should just leave it alone, basically.
What? Metal, you play the card game, right?
I do, yeah.
The children's trading cards.
A children's card game standing perfectly still on the ground.
I thought you were going to say, a children's card game localized entirely within your kitchen. That's it?
No. No. Though that's funny, because there is one called Auroradon. So... localize it... No.
You know, Joey and Rio remind me of the Dragon Quest XI, the main character, and his buddy Eric.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I mean, if anything, you can consider both the Luminary and Eric to basically be childhood friends if they ever were, you know? Even though they're not really in that game, you might as well say in your headcanon they should be. But, you know, the main reason why I like the hero in this game a lot better than I did with Tur is because, unlike Tur, even though McDole, or I guess, well, his last name McDole is how they refer to him in this game, I guess the one thing about McDole is that he doesn't really show a lot of emotion for his character, whereas I say that Rio is the complete opposite, where he actually does show some emotion from time to time. Even outside of, like, players' decisions and all that. Because obviously, with every Suikoden game, aside from Part 3, of course, the main character is supposed to represent the player, so basically it's like, you know, The Legend of Zelda. Where, you know, the player is supposed to represent Link.
Yes, Star Child. Yeah, I agree. He said, Part 3 is really good, and before I watched Part 4, I was skeptical because of the designs and color, but it's really good too. Yoshikage Kira.
Okay, so
Chu. What a beautiful duang.
and during all this week, I was replaying Suikoden in its entirety at 100%. So I can get a feel for the game.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. And I managed to pull it off in about 25 hours.
That reminds me. We haven't done this, Metal and Kyle. But since you said that, what else have you been doing this week? Just that, or
Yeah,
what you been up to?
I've been mostly playing this game this week by myself to try to get through it all at 100% to get the best ending. So you're not that too far from the truth.
So, what have you been doing, Metal? You played
What
more
have I
Metroid Dread?
not?
I just
Yes,
realized,
I've been-
we usually do this at the beginning.
I know. Well, I know, but halfway through, why not? But yeah, I've been playing a bit more Metroid Dread, a bit more Monkey Ball, doing card stuff, and not to mention, I have also just been chilling out and checking out stuff from Hasbro PulseCon, which just happened.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah,
actually
like
a big.
because today was I think GI Joe and other stuff. Yesterday they did Transformers and Power Rangers, all that good stuff. Yeah, it was a busy time for our buddies over at HeroClub.com.
You guys are gonna talk about it in depth on your stream, but
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it on Hero Club Weekly on Wednesday. So
there's a quick thing I want to add, which is
Yeah.
NFTs are crap, right?
oh yeah, they're so yeah, Hasbro came up with this really cool Megazord line. And then they decided for their first exclusive, which is the black and gold Dino Megazord, which looks
Yeah.
kind of cool and everything.
It does look cool.
But if you want to get the black and gold version, you basically have to buy an NFT.
Instead of just letting you buy it.
Instead of just letting you buy it directly, you have to buy an an NFT, which is like $200.
And NFTs, if you don't know,
Are non-fungible tokens.
Either way, even if you support them, I don't think any of us do.
And not
So,
first,
why-
I don't
Especially
have
not
any-
Sound Out, because he was kind of livid about that, from what I saw his post
Our
on
friend
social
Sound
media.
Out really didn't like it. Another
Sound Out
friend-
and Zeltrax didn't like it either.
Yeah, another friend of ours, Zeltrax Millennium, also really doesn't like NFTs. I don't own any, and I'm not really into the whole.
I'm an artist, and that NFTs kind of scared me as an artist, so I don't like them either. I'm working on a piece of art right now that's on Mistress Entry, going up there. If you like Mama Raiko from Fate, you'll like what I'm doing here. But anyways, NFTs scare me because people could just be like, haha, and just make money off it, and I wouldn't even know. I don't know. But that Megazord looks so cool too. Can't they just
Yeah,
buy
like I
it?
said, the Zap line honestly seems really cool. And like I said, obviously, the normal version of the Dino Megazord is coming. But yeah, if you want the exclusive, limited black and gold one, yeah, you have to buy an NFT to get it. Which is kind of very stupid.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of not a great move there. I mean, just
Some
recently
lightning
there was another issue in the Tokusatsu community with NFTs involving Kaiju Combat and Subaraya Productions.
Yep.
So yeah.
And LPH says that he doesn't care about NFTs either.
Yeah,
This is
like I
made-
said, nobody.
A lot of
I was gonna
I don't
say
think-
personally, I don't really know anybody personally that's really into, say, crypto or NFTs or anything. I know that there is quite a few people who are really into crypto, NFTs, or both. But I personally am not really, not really wheeling and dealing, the Dogecoin or the Ethereum or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Not either. I'm not about that. But they did show some Lightning collections that were cool.
Oh yeah, they showed us the upcoming 11th wave, which is due, I think, spring next year, which, brought us some interesting stuff. Like I said, we're getting stuff like Dino Fury Red, Dino Charge Pink, the Silver Wild Force Ranger, which was kind of cool. They're also releasing a standalone, single pack of the Cogs, which were only available in the 2-pack before now. And they come with Zeo Blue's weapons, because he did not come with his own weapons, for reasons.
Of course.
They're also basically rebranding the Monster line into the Deluxe line. So it won't just be for, the larger monsters. Now they'll also include some things like In Space Blue with his Galaxy Glider, which is the surfboard, space surfboard thing.
Yeah, which is why I want it, because I have In Space Blue as an old figure, but I lost his glider. So I kind of wanted to hey, I finally have a complete
Yeah,
glider.
So most people are figuring it'll be for stuff like that, or to come with their bikes. Since there were a lot of bike toys over the years, like the Shark Cycles, the Strike Rider. Most recently, because they kind of officially unveiled one for Dino Fury. So yeah, it'll probably be for cycles and other ride-on things, or maybe battleizers or something.
Now, before we
Makes
go
sense.
into this house,
Yeah.
I'm going to take a shortcut up here at this tree, and I'm going to inspect it a few times, because there's something special about this tree when I inspect it 3 times. So, there's
Oh, yes.
time number 1.
Video game cryptic.
Time number 2. I go around the tree.
Alright.
I get a flying squirrel that joins me as my party member. So this is probably your first recruit towards the 108 Stars of Destiny in this game.
Squirrel.
Yep. So
Muku.
this is Muku Muku. Not to be confused with Super Mario RPG, where you have the Muku Mukus that you go up against.
Mucka mucka. Mucka mucka mucka.
Sorry, it's just Vin Diesel again outside.
All right, here is
Right at you too, good sir.
here's main character number 3. We're finally getting introduced. Nanami. Ryo's
Startail said he was playing Super Robot Wars, the demo.
Nice.
Ryo's
And,
adopted sister.
Oh, there you go. LPA said he's just waiting for Mario Party Superstar and the Guardians of the Galaxy game.
Yes, Mario
yeah,
Party
did you guys
Superstar
hear
comes
that?
out this Friday.
Yeah, and apparently, somebody already got their hands on it and has been leaking it all over Twitter.
Oh, wow.
Actually, here, let me see if I can quickly go find the info. Because I am part of a gaming leaks and rumors group.
Huh.
They're usually pretty bang on the money, too. With a lot of, interesting, inside kind of information or leaks or anything. Like some stuff that came true, just upcoming Tekken rumors that were proven false. Here we go.
Oh god.
How did this guy get it?
Nanami made Ryu go through the wall there on that
Yes.
plateau. Basically,
Okay,
basically like a Looney Tunes cartoon moment right there.
Okay, apparently this guy was able to get a copy because I'm guessing somebody or a store, a smaller store or somebody managed to get their hands on I guess a shipment, and were dumping them on Craigslist,
Ah.
like a physical version. So
Yep, street date broke.
Yeah,
That's happened to me a couple times.
Oh,
because
God.
some smaller store or
Yep, mom and pop
somebody
stores be doing that
like,
a lot.
ordered some personally or something. Yeah, they got a case or something. Yeah, but yeah, it's looking pretty cool actually. So
Well, that's good.
So,
Anything
yeah,
else you were doing? We were talking about toys. I don't know if you were playing anything else.
Just tried to play through, like I said, some more of my Steam backlog. I've been playing a lot of Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate recently, so that's cool. Believe it or not, No Man's Sky recently got another update. So,
Oh wow.
with the Frontiers update, so I've been playing a bit more of that. And it has become a great game, actually, believe it or not.
Yeah, eventually it did.
Yeah. And otherwise, yeah, like you said, I'm waiting on a few things. Like, I am looking forward to Mario Party. Super Robot Wars, obviously, I'll probably pick that up in a little bit here. There's some more DLC coming for Ace Combat 7 this coming week, I believe.
That's good. Actually, they're still supporting Ace Combat 7.
They're getting another 25th. Because this year is the 25th anniversary of the franchise. Since it started as Air Combat on the PlayStation 1. So,
Oh, yep.
yeah.
So,
yeah.
in Suikoden 5, if you're familiar with the main character's weapon being a trisection staff, Nanami's main weapon is that too, the trisection staff. Or as I like to dub it, the tri-nunchuck.
Yeah. Oh god, you called it the triple nunchuck. I was like, what?
It's just three rods that are chained together.
That's funny. There's another kung fu movie I mentioned, Water Margin. Another kung fu movie that this game's referencing with that staff. It's a kung fu movie my dad grew up watching that was also popular called Triple Iron, where the main character was using a 3-section staff, hence the name Triple Iron.
Mm-hmm.
Just letting you know. I don't know. That trivia. I gotta get hot about it. Oh.
I guess you could say for Devil May Cry 3 and 4 with Dante using the Cerberus rods. Yeah, I guess you could say that's kind of a spin on the 3-section staff.
Yeah.
Even though the rods are connected to a ring and not connected from one end to the other to form a staff, basically.
Pete says follows too many people on Twitter for gaming, movie, comic news, and so on. I've been playing, if you don't know about me, Star Child can tell you this because he was there. I've been playing a lot of Lost Judgment.
Judgment that is lost.
I am really getting into that. I'm trying to do all the school stories. Don't know if I can though, because the robotics club is I'm getting my butt kicked in that thing. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm getting destroyed out there.
So Joey's getting
That
arrested too.
The biker gang mini story was ridiculous. Star Child could tell you. I was like losing a bunch of times. Believe it or not, Star Child, Kyle. Star Child was the one who actually saved me in the biker gang mini story in Lost Judgment.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, because remember he was saying he was playing Super Robot Wars?
Yeah.
When he was playing Super Robot Wars, he was sending me screenshots. And because he was sending me screenshots, it forced me to pause the game to look at him. And because I was able to pause the game to look at him, I was able to beat the biker gang mini story. Because that thing's mad hard. Forcing the game to pause gave me enough edge to beat it. So I'm like, Star Child, you help me beat it. All right.
Okay.
Keep sending more screenshots.
Take a look at this. Take a look at Nanami speaking right here. Notice anything weird in the text?
Ryo and Joey had been killed, but they're still alive.
What's so weird about the word "killed"? Just take a look at that one word.
Oh, there's 2 eyes.
Yeah. Like I said, this game's has got a lot of translation errors. I would say 90% of it is translated well, but not like the 10% of it are just a bunch of translation errors.
Wow.
That just shows you
yeah, it was crazy.
How rushed its localization was.
That lost judgment, man. Yeah. So Melty Blood next Tuesday, Star Trail. And everybody else who follows me on Tuesdays. Anything else I've been doing? Drawing this. And I'm already mad at it. Because artists hate when they see their own mistakes. And I'm like, I'm not going to fix it now. I can't. It's too late. I'm too into it. I got to redraw the entire thing.
Hey, Alex.
Bad Gamer! How's it going? He
Yo.
said, I don't remember that being mistranslated. I am dyslexic, although, so maybe. Actually, Kyle, tell him about the better translation that Europe got.
The European audience got a better localization of the game because when it came to the original localization for the North American audience, there were a bunch of bugs in it that we did not get to experience. Where we did not get to experience the game in its full entirety, because there were certain music. There was certain music in the soundtrack that did not play in the North American version. There were some translation errors, and there were some other bugs that just was all over the place with the North American version of this game. So Europe got the win when it came to the localization for this game, because they were able to fix all the bugs that were in the North American version for the European release. Then we get introduced to Luca Blight's sister, Jillia Blight, the more sane when it comes to the Highland royalty. Raud, you're a jerk for trying to go along with Luca Blight's ambitions just to, try to become a bigger man than you already are. But you say that the whole world's not black and white. Well, your ambitions are black and white, but cannot be achieved so easily. And Bad Gamer says, Luca Blight, a monster with human skin. You hear some sword slashes in the background, while Raud is monologuing about how he is being freed from being a youth brigade captain to working with the Highland Army. But as soon as he gets his composure and actually looks what's around him, guess who he gets saved by? Victor and Flick of the Mercenary Army. Ha! We finally caught you. Hope we didn't interrupt anything too important. You shouldn't have run off like you did. I was so surprised. Why? Huh? You still don't get it? You two are my prisoners. I can't just give you up so easily. This guy is real nosy. Maybe so. Paul came begging me to pull your chestnuts out of the fire. I'm pretty sure that Rio and Joey would love to keep their chestnuts on them. Thank you very much, Victor. Yes, wrestling is on tonight for us, Bad Gamer. Again. So yeah, before we leave, we need to go save Nanami. And I say save, but it's probably not going to be that. It's probably not going to be all that. It's not going to be all that, you know, hard to save her. And I don't know, Jerry, is your mic muted? I think Alex was trying to tell you something or ask you something.
It was. I was talking the entire time, but I was muted because I guess my desk did it again. I didn't touch the mic, but the desk must have switched it to mute.
In the name of Grandpa...
Why?
Why?
Because it hates me. I don't know. Because the desk hates me. I don't know.
In the name of Grandpa Kinkaku, here's his secret Golden Bird Holy Flower Dragon Tooth Glory Punch! It's just your battle stance, that's all. It's not really anything that, like, Henshin related or anything like that. Then Bad Gamer says Callus was quiet for longer than normal. And then Muku Muku just ran over to Joey after he saw him. Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, what was that move before? You say don't worry about it, but I'm very curious.
Well, she joins the party. Card Captor Sakura is now part of the party.
Yes.
Muku Muku's back.
Yep. Like I said, Muku Muku, when he saw Rio with the others, he just immediately ran towards him.
Muku Muku's MVP. MVP.
Who would have thought that a squirrel would actually be the most valuable player in this game? But funny thing is that squirrel's not the only squirrel you can actually get in this game. Even though that squirrel is part of the 108 Stars of Destiny, there are 4 others that are like him, but they are not part of that 108 Stars of Destiny group that you can recruit. They just join you automatically if you are able to find them in one of the of the zones in the country you play in the world map.
Okay.
I think one of them's named Maku Maku. One of the others' names is Meku Meku. One is Miku Miku, and one is Moku Moku, if I recall correctly. So, all being named by vowels. Corpse is still there?
It's time. Is he?
Ben,
Am I? Because I was muted.
You were muted too?
I guess
Am
so.
I? Because I forgot I was muted.
And Bad Gamer says that Nanami is his favorite character in the game. I mean, Nanami can come off being a love-hate type of character. A lot of people like her because of her happy personality, but there's some who dislike her because of how naive she is in the game's main story. Starchild says his favorite character is Rikimaru, which is one of the earliest recruits that we can actually get in this game coming up.
Makes sense then.
But don't worry,
Rikimaru's pretty cool ninja.
Yeah, but sadly, the Rikimaru that's in this game is not the exact same that you're thinking of. But Bad Gamer likes Nanami because, basically, of the dynamic that she has with her and the main hero of this game.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah, they have a pretty good dynamic when it comes to this game story. Look at all those bees.
Not the bees.
We're making a bee supper out of them. And Bad Gamer says it kind of was the same dynamic as him and his sister. So his sister was the knight His sister was the naive one, where he is pretty much the more serious and, straightforward one, who or serious and determined one, I guess you could say.
Determined over.
Starchild says if you put one of the swords on him, he can wreck whole groups by himself. I forget which one. Are you talking about Deathblow George? George Prime? Starchild? The guy who would eventually become one of the main characters in Suikoden 5? And then Bad Gamer says, it used to be that when they were younger. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That would make sense. I guess you could say with me and my sister, it's the complete opposite, where I'm the naive one, obviously.
Let me tell you something. Me and I don't have a sister.
I don't know, Jerry. I mean, just looking at you, you definitely seem like you're one of those people who would have one, if you get what I'm saying.
I have no idea what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying you seem like one of those people who has a sister. Or who would have one, you know?
A sibling?
Yeah, a sibling.
No, there's no, I'm only child except for the fact that maybe I have a sister that my dad might have. We don't know for sure, but I might have one. But that's just maybe. So that's why I say it up.
Yeah.
Because before my dad met my mom, he got around.
Ah.
And there's one that literally was like somebody he was with before that was pregnant and had a baby at suspiciously about the time that he was with her. That math adds up.
Mm-hmm.
But when he asks her about it, she doesn't want to say nothing.
I see. So yeah, we made it back to the territory of the mercenary fort. So we got out of Cairo town and Highland territory just fine. Because you thought they were going to execute the main hero? Oh, no, no, no. That'd be too fast for this game to progress.
Yeah. Well, the game's over. All right, it's dead.
Yeah.
You wasted $60.
It's like da 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 da. Do the Mario. Hey, we're back. It's nice to be back home.
From side to side. Come on.
What?
Go do the Mario.
This junkie fort? Watch your mouth. I like this place. It's got a certain charm. Well, I guess certain homes can have a good bit of nostalgia to them, or a good charm to them, no matter what they look. Or I guess you could say it's only a look that a mother could love.
Yes. LPA said he has 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and he's the one in the middle.
Ah, I see.
He is the middle child. Now, my mom is the 8th out of 10.
Look at those NPCs. They're trying to get off the, They're trying to get off the porch.
There.
They're trying to get off the porch because Victor and Flick are right in front of the door. It's like...
You saw the door glitch there?
Yeah, them opening the door by accident. So anyway, Joey says, well, we're prisoners again, I guess, but Victor says that even though that's true, as long as we don't make trouble, we're free to do whatever we want. But he asks us to go find recruits so we can actually start doing the whole bit where we can actually recruit people to our cause.
Good.
Even though we still don't have the Tablet of Destiny where we can actually learn about who the, who are all the 108 Stars of Destiny are to our group, but at least this is a little bit of a start to get people recruited. And notice how we're recruiting people a lot earlier than we are with the first game.
Oh, that's true. I think it took
It took
How
about
many
a few,
episodes we were already
it was
through?
like 2 or 3
Yeah.
episodes right before we could start recruiting people. Oh, and speaking of
it
Ricky
took a
Maru,
while, I remember.
speaking of Ricky Maru, here he is right here. He definitely
Kimaru.
looks.
Ooh.
He definitely looks a lot different than he did in Tenchu.
Star Child said, "There he is." Yep.
But yeah, this guy early on in the game is he is definitely one of the major powerhouses in this game, because his sword is like at level 5 or 6 right at the get-go. So he actually has a lot more battle power out of all the party members right at the get-go. Yeah, we helped him with getting him some food, but he says, "It's sad, but I lost my money along the way. Can you pay for my meal?" "Remember, the bill's on you? The total is 3,000 potch, but... Okay, ... I'll pay. Freeloader."
Just pay his bill, and he should be good.
Ooh, thanks a lot, brother.
Brother.
Oh, is that right? So Master Rio is staying at the Mercenaries Fort. Okay, I'll help out too, or my name isn't Ricky Maru. Which Ricky Maru, if translated from Japanese to English, it means force.
Okay.
But anyway, what were you saying about Undertaker?
Hogan, he said, "Undertaker hurt my neck, brother. During that tombstone, he hurt my neck.
Oh.
But that's okay." He actually didn't, but Hogan said that. Undertaker was like, "Oh no." But then you look at the footage and you see Hogan, like, Taker like had Hogan secure, and his head never hit the mat at all.
Mm-hmm. Let's put some leggings on her characters, and then they could become like Darby Allin. But in a manner of speaking, let's not make him look like Darby Allin, shall we? At least, you can wear leggings, but just don't wear shorts over them, please.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Star Child said about the Hogan thing. Yeah, his head didn't touch. He got me, brother. Yeah, he was like, "He got me, brother."
Anyway, we're gonna help this girl named Millie look for her pet, Bonaparte. Is his first name Napoleon?
Napoleon. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Wait till we get in a battle, and when you look at her character sprite, you'll notice something uncanny, and you'll be just like, eh?
Alright.
But wait till we get to it.
Okay. Is that her there in the blue?
Yeah, that's her in the blue. And you know how Japan likes to be when it comes to girls at a teenage age.
Yeah,
Yep.
the head sprite made her look young, but that battle sprite makes her look older. She's got boomerang.
But you notice
LPH, yeah, exactly. Hogan.
But you notice something
What,
about the
her hair?
boomerang, though. Or, I mean, when she's throwing the boomerang.
Oh, penny shot?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Flash shot. Flashing her butt at us. Because, why not, right?
Oh my.
Well, it's so quick, I don't even pay attention.
Oh my.
LPH says it's a teen-rated game, and this is a teen-rated game.
Yes.
Well, that's what you can get away with, I guess, in T for teen.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of
this is a
stuff here,
tier.
but I'm like, I think nowadays this would be rated M, because it's like, wait a minute now, you're putting stuff in here that's like that lady with the guard And Bright's backstory, like Lucas, like bro, like that would not fly for TV back then.
No.
Bad Gamer says he never noticed that panty shot.
And believe it or not, she's not the only one to actually. She's not the only one who actually flashes her.
Underwear.
Her undergarment, I guess you could say, to be more. To actually be more safe, but there are two others who actually do that too. But don't worry, not all of them. I mean, not all female characters are like that in this game. I promise.
You make it sound like I don't want to see panty shots.
Well, hey, to each his own. To each his own, I guess.
Yeah, exactly what Bad Gamer said. That's what I was trying to say. That yeah, nowadays it would be rated M for the abundant amount of dark stuff in this game.
Oh yeah. Even though this game's got the same tone as the first game, but there are a lot of instances where it seems like it's too dark to be rated T for teen. Like Luca Blight, for instance.
I wonder if that T-bump attack is that a seizure warning?
Possibly.
I don't think it was flashing too fast. I don't know.
It possibly could be. But a really funny thing about that team-up attack with Ryo and Nanami is that it's not the only one that you actually see them perform, because there is another animation where Nanami will actually will just kind of be at the sidelines watching, Ryo actually, attacking the enemies while she's just basically cheering him on while also, like, reading a manga and eating some ramen. And I kid you not. Darchild says, I think Hogan did it because he didn't want to lose the title to Undertaker, who was basically a rookie in the WWF and hadn't been there even a year. Yeah, possibly.
Well, yeah, that's the whole veteran thing, Make the new guy seem like, oh no, did I, like, still, it's just like, well.
Got some more items where we can increase our defenses a little bit, so that's always a good thing. I guess as Diamond Dallas Page would say, and that is a good thing. I remember when he first did that.
DDP yoga.
I remember when he first did that back in WWE, and then when Kane came out, he actually chokeslammed him for saying that phrase so much.
It's Kane for you.
Woof woof. The woof is on fire.
Okay. He now he literally sounds like he's trying to sell
that dog
something.
can sell anything.
Yeah. He literally sounds like he's trying to sell something.
Anything. That's like if saying everything as if Guile's theme goes with everything, and then someone's response is just everything. Dog, you can actually make a lot of good friends with the barking owls in Australia if you ever wanted to go there.
Yeah. What sales pitch are you trying to give? Golly. Like, We're streaming, dog. Come on. You can do it after stream. There you
Yeah.
go. LPA said Taker did get payback in 2002, though. Trying to remember what happened. Do you remember what happened, Metal? Undertaker and Hogan, 2002.
Well,
I know Shawn Michaels had that match where he just oversold everything for Hogan.
Wasn't it after when Hogan returned to the WWE because Vince brought the NWO into the organization?
About that time.
I remember when Stone Cold Steve Austin made Scott Hall his bitch.
Scott Hall is a drunk man with large body. Oh yeah, LPA, yes.
Let me tell you something right now. You don't ever mess with Stone Cold Steve Austin. You mind if I drink a beer? What? I said, do you mind if I drink a beer? What?
What's funny is I heard stop, but so I okay.
Okay, I don't have any antitoxins, so we're just gonna have to wait till the poison dies out. There it goes. Even if you walk a little bit, the poison will dissipate from the character if they still...
Oh, that's cool. Oh my fun. Where you're screwed. At least in the old Pokemon games.
Yeah.
You know, you're screwed until you either heal it with a Pokemon Center or antidote.
Yeah. Okay. Since we put that bird back on its nest, we actually can recruit 2 more people now to our cause. Meet Kinnison and his dog Shiro, or just the White Wolf Shiro.
Kinnison. Huh. Particular name. That's from Lensman.
A lot of the characters in Suikoden 1 and 2 and 3 and 5, they have very particular names that you wouldn't think they were common names. Whereas Suikoden 4, a lot of the character names you actually see in that game seem like they're more common than creative, if that makes any sense. That's why I say, yeah, that's why I say that Suikoden 4 is kind of weak, but that's just one area where I feel it strikes the weakest is with, like, the character names and all. Although there are a few really unique ones. But, you know, if we ever got to Suikoden 4 someday, I will definitely tell you what those names are that actually do sound pretty cool. Yeah, you come with me because we gotta find a pet Bonaparte named Napoleon that this woman's trying to find. And you'll actually be laughing what what Napoleon actually, or what Bonaparte actually looks like.
Yes, I will.
And the archer Kinnison and Shiro, they have a unite attack. Yeah, they do have a team up attack. Which the team up attacks, they were shown in Suikoden 1, but you can actually see how much more finely detailed that the team up attacks are when compared to the first game. Which is another reason why the game's presentation really hits off in strong strides with this game. Ah! There's Bonaparte.
Oh, I see.
But he's not a typical. He's not a typical creature. He's more of a guinea pig. More like a naked mole rat guinea pig. But we're trying to bring it back to Millie, but it raises its fangs at us. You know what that means? Boss fight!
Oh, really?
Yep. That little
Why is this so... Why you have to be mid?
have to be myth. Yeah, that little
It's only game.
that little critter wants to kick our butt. Goes down on the ground, and look how big that thing is, and look how detailed its sprite work is coming up.
Oh, what the heck? Yeah. Oh god, it pulled a Kirby.
Yeah. That thing is demonic. Aw, Joey, you missed. It's like the gaping maw inside, from Star Wars Return of the Jedi that Boba Fett fell into and met his demise.
Until he didn't.
Till he didn't.
Yeah, until they retcon that. Thanks, Disney.
Well, in fairness, they weren't the first, since Legends had him getting out of there too. So,
But still, the Legend
so
story...
that wasn't an original idea.
But still, who did it better, though? The Legend storyline or Disney's canon?
Well, the Legends one's a lot more fleshed out. We don't know the full details of the new canon, so it's hard to really judge. So
I guess that's fair.
though I think Mandalorian implies that Crate Dragon killed and ate the Sarlacc that he was trapped in. He escaped then.
Mm-hmm. All right.
As opposed to just getting out on his own.
Bonaparte defeated, and now we get Millie to join us.
Sorry that your dog went crazy. Not a
Yeah.
dog.
Bonaparte,
You already heard me.
isn't he cute? I guess so, or I don't know about that. But I guess so.
LPH mentioned we have to wait until the end of the year, I guess.
The end of the year? What's going on?
Are we talking about Star Wars or I forget?
Oh, Star Wars. I guess. But there also is that Star Wars Ahsoka spinoff, which they did confirm that Hayden Christensen is coming back to reprise his role as Anakin in that series.
Which is all the more interesting, because I have no idea how they're going to do that, unless it's in a flashback to the Clone Wars era. But then it's going to be interesting because we've never seen Hayden be Clone Wars era Anakin, which is arguably a better character than Revenge of the Sith movie Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see him being that version of Anakin. So apparently we're going to get that. Apparently like I said, he will be appearing in the Obi-Wan series, so we'll probably be seeing that anyway.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sure there'll be a flashback with him and Obi-Wan in their Clone Wars era. Like, books and everything, so.
Right. Speaking of other related news, you guys hear about Suda51's company, Grasshopper Manufacturer, also joining NetEase?
No, that's kind of cool.
Some people say it's cool, while
Kinda cool.
others are kind of on the fence about it because it's another Chinese company.
Well,
Well,
LPA said, yeah, Star Wars is talking about. And he says, so a good role for Anakin. You know, SNK isn't so bad right now with the Chinese. But yeah, I mean, I could see, I mean, there's, you know, Tencent, which is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
But then there's MiHoYo, which is actually not terrible. So I don't know. I guess it totally depends on the company.
I guess.
How much how much you're allowed to get away with too? I don't know.
Yeah, it is one of those million-dollar questions, I guess. Another character named Hannah who can potentially be joined in our group, but that won't be until based on an event that will be happening pretty soon.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Or is it? I don't know. I just
I would say it is.
mess with people. Yeah, I know. Actually, I don't know. I know PS1 had a classic. Man, let me read. What the heck am I saying? I know the PS1 had a lot of classic JRPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't get to play much of those. I did play Alundra though. Well, Alundra 2, the one nobody liked, but you know.
And in case you guys don't know,
Well, I liked Alundra 2.
in case if you guys don't know who NetEase is, they're pretty much the company that Toshihiro Nagoshi joined after he left Sega.
Mm-hmm.
Star Child said it's one of those things that only time will tell, and not every Chinese company is back. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Look at this guy.
Have to
This
wait and
guy
see, I
by the
guess.
name of Zamza. Take a look at what his weapon name is called.
Zam's Fire Dragon. Is that it? Tekken. No,
Yep.
Tekken.
His weapon name is called Tekken.
I thought that was a woman at first, but yeah, no. Zamza. I guess I wonder if he's based off of the monk in Journey to the West.
Possibly. Well, his weapons are fists, so I guess you could say he is King of the Iron Fists. Alright, so we got Zamza to join our group with the Iron Fists at his disposal. Anyway, we already checked out that town, but go back in it again, Toto Village, because we do finally get an event that plays. Oh, Uncle Joey! Here we have a major secondary character who goes by the name of Pelika. Or Pilika? Pilika? Not sure how you pronounce it, but
Pilika.
yeah, she's
Pilika, I guess.
yeah, she's basically the child that took care of Joey after he jumped into the river at the beginning, because he drifted all the way to this village, and the little girl and her family nursed him back to health. So she has a strong kinship.
Okay.
She has a strong kinship towards Joey in this game. And Bad Gamer says that NetEase is in Hong Kong, so not technically China.
LPA said he's open-minded. Starchild said Bad Gamer said as long as it's not Tencent.
Yeah.
Sasha said, I got lucky and bought a lot of those games when the popularity was down. So he was able to get them cheaper. Xenogears is like 50. Well, it was $50. Now I don't know if it's even more now. Growing up, it was 50. It was already rare. So was Lunar.
Oh, yeah. I still want to get me Lunar 2 Eternal Blue eventually on PS1. You know, just to add it to my collection. So, you know, if we were... Oh, hey, Kinfix. Thanks for the follow. He says, playing one of my favorite games. Enjoy. And first-time chat.
Oh, yeah. It also is... Hey, welcome. It's also Double RPG, the one here playing. It's also his favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's playing. If you're unaware, we tend to like. There's 3 of us here. He's the one who's playing. I'm Fighter Chaos, and the other guy you can hear is. We call him Metal, but I don't know. He goes by what now?
Master of Blue Eyes.
What do you go by?
Yes, Master with Blue of Eyes, or Master Blue Eyes. Oh, it's my turn to show?
No, not shill, but you know, yeah. I just wanted to make people know who we are if they're new.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I mean, we're almost there.
Starchild says that Lunar 2 was the last PS1 RPG that he got.
Really?
And yes, if you don't know, we are playing the entire game, so we're not. This isn't not a one-off. Although we do take breaks every couple weeks.
Yeah, every like 4.
Yeah,
4
so
parts,
we
right?
can play a fighting game in between.
Yeah.
For me,
And
playing
do a
this,
little something.
for me playing this
break
game,
it
it's
up.
probably going to be between 12 to 16 parts. And we usually stream about 2 hours every night, but I mean every Saturday. But there will be times where we may, you know, end off early, or we may go longer if necessary.
Yeah.
But tonight, we're not going to be going any longer because we do have AEW to watch.
GCW? No, AEW. Oh, okay.
If only they were still around. ECW.
Ah, well.
Well, you know
You
how
should see Dark Side of the Ring.
well, you know how McMahon is. He doesn't love competition.
Yeah, that reports of AEW whooping their asses is apparently causing them to go into denial over at the Titan Towers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to mention he over Charlotte and Becky last night.
Ooh.
Oh, that happened?
Yeah, apparently Charlotte was a bit of a what's the best word to say it? C word.
Oh, ooh.
Hard C.
And was
Let's put it that way.
literally kicked out of the building.
Ooh.
Oh,
As
boy.
in, security had to escort her out.
Dang.
Actually, here, let me
Security had a quick.
let me quickly go look up the short version here on R Squared Circle.
Oh, Starchild mentioned he's got a lot of PS1 RPGs. One day
Okay.
announced they're close to the PS3 store. Which is a good time. Yeah, go ahead, Metal.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm just quickly looking up the info here. Happy Charlotte.
Okay, so we stopped by Muse City to get a wooden amulet for Pelika's father since his birthday's coming up, so it's time for us to make tracks back to Toto Village since we got the wooden amulet and see if we can actually give him his birthday gift.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Starchild's mentioned that, yeah, security had to take her out.
Yeah, apparently during the segment last night, Charlotte was supposed to Becky was supposed to take Charlotte's belt from her, but Charlotte pulled the Hogan card and pulled some
Oh,
creative
God.
control on that shit, and apparently that did not go over well with several people, including Big Vinnie Mac. And she was escorted out by security, and she then immediately went to Orlando to support her fiance at Dynamite.
Oh boy, that's a lot of.
Kinfix was asking us, is this an emulator?
Well,
well, it was a big decision,
Well,
Kinfix. We will. I will admit that when we were deciding how to play this, or when we were deciding how to play this, it was either do the original, where we have to face the bugs of where we don't even hear the music tracks from the North American release of this game, or we play the game where we got the patch to it to where all the bugs are fixed. So we decided if we want to show the game how it was supposed to be, then we had to play this version. So unfortunately, we're not playing it on the PS3.
Yeah, we should note you do own it physically.
Yes,
so.
I do own a physical copy though, so we can attest to that.
Of Suikoden 2, but we elected to play the I guess you could say the better European version.
Yes. And just so you know, Kinfix, I do have the PS1 disc too.
Yeah, you just showed it on webcam. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. That game's worth how much? A lot.
It is worth a lot. But anyway, we come back to Toto Village and look at it. It's in ruins. But it looks like Pilika survived the onslaught.
Well, that's good.
Good for her, but not good for everybody else. Since they're all gone.
Yeah, it's good for her. Well.
You notice how... And then Kinfix said, you should send it my way so I can inspect it more closely. If you're talking about the copy of the game...
Good attempt!
Good attempt, yeah, good attempt, I will... I will admit that, but, I think I'll treasure my Holy Grail, thank you very much. Or I was seeing that you were pulling basically a Billy Mitchell, I guess you could say, if you ever watched The King of Kong. Just send some people to ransack Steve Weeby's home to see if the actual board of Donkey Kong in his Donkey Kong arcade cabinet is legit or not. Kinfix says, I grew up with these games and played them in English. Later in life, moved to Japan and got to play them in Japanese. Adds another layer of depth. I see.
Oh, wow, that's cool. That's cool right there. Hey, none of us lived in Japan.
Yeah. I mean, if you can read the game in Japanese, then that's really impressive. Definitely. Anyway, another returning character, Apple, who is an apprentice of Matthew Silverberg, our strategist from the first game. And she comes back in this game with a much more bigger role than she did in the first Suikoden. Basically another strategist, but not the main strategist of the army that we're going to be recruiting here in this game. Another very conspicuous name, Apple, for a character.
Just Apple.
Yes. Anyway, we go back into the village. You see that Hannah is also there, and he is in crippling depression because of him saying that he was not strong enough to protect the village from the Highland Army massacring it. So this is where we can finally recruit him. So just say, let's fight together, and yep, he now joins our cause. So we got him recruited, and I'm going to sidetrack over to Ryubei Village because I'm going to save my progress there, and we're going to end off tonight's stream from there, since it's already six my time and 7 Jerry's time.
Yep.
So if you...
And we also do our individual things, which you'll hear. That's soon enough.
Yes.
Soon enough. No noise suggests no bees. Anyways. I think Metal
No
Member
bees,
said.
no honey.
No noise suggests no bees.
A bee? As
The Bee-mobile.
as Nintendo Capri-Sun would say, a bee? One of his big memes, basically. Anything with the letter B or anything that has bees in it, he'll just say, a bee? That'd be like something a Sesame Street
My
character would
God.
say. Something like Telly or Grover would say. Okay, so go ahead and I will save the data here. And, I guess it's time for us to go ahead and start plugging. Who's the first person? I mean, who plugs first this time? Is it me this time, or is it you this time, Metal?
I think it's me.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you went first last time.
Yeah, okay, I think it's me. So, all right, follow me on YouTube at Master with Blue of Eyes, Twitter Master Blue Eyes 0, and check us out at hero-club.com for all your hero news. We also stream on twitch.tv/HeroClub4Life Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays is our weekly kind of news and discussion show, and then Fridays we just do some silly gaming BS. So, and they both start at 9 p.m. Eastern, again on Wednesdays and Fridays, so check us out.
Oh, okay. You could follow me at
Yeah,
YouTube.
Double R linked all his personal stuff.
Yeah, so those are my places you can follow me at. YouTube.com/RPGReviews, that's where I work on my creative content. Twitch.tv/RPGReviews, that's my secondary streaming channel as I stream from both YouTube and Twitch via Restream. So follow me at both those sources when you get the chance. And if you want to follow me through social media, you can follow me at Facebook.com/RPGReviews and Twitter.com/RPGReviews. So be on the lookout for more content coming not only from us, the Geek Fighters, but also from me in the future that you're not going to find anywhere else. And that's me.
Excellent.
With URLs.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm Fighter Cows. I run the show. I guess. I mean, I guess because I haven't played since what?
Lunar.
Yeah. When? How long ago was that?
I would say
Months ago.
that was probably about half a year ago at best.
Oh, well, there you go. And Double R linked our Discord if you have one and care to join. That's if you feel like joining. Don't worry about it. I'm Fighter Cows. You can follow me on twitch.tv/FighterCows. That's I'll say hi. There you go. Hi, Fighter Cows. You click that, and I stream Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays is Tekken normally, and Fridays is Yakuza Kiwami 2. Although this Tuesday is going to be a one-off special where I stream Melty Blood. And all my links and all that are on my Twitch page if you just go to my About Me. So, if you want to find more social media or whatever. I'm good.
All right. Well, we all hope that you enjoyed this first episode, but join us back next time for when we... well, first of all, Kinfix says, enjoy your night, fellas. Take care. I'll swing by again. Thank you so much for...
Hey, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jumping in on the chat, and be sure to join us next Saturday, same time, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, where we will resume with Suikoden 2. And next time, in episode 2 of this Let's Play series, we're going to war. Literally. So yeah,
Yay!
you will actually
Yay!
see not only the first glimpse of the strategy aspect, but you also see the first glimpse of the one-on-one fights, or that gameplay mechanic, where it was only you only saw a few of those in the first game, but there's quite a bit more in this game than the first one. But anyway, we all hope that you catch us next week. So to sign off, I am Double RPG.
Master Blue Eyes.
And I'm Fighter Chaos.
And Fighter Chaos, you know what to do, so you got 2 words left to end off the stream.
Yes, those 2 words are in the famous Ikari Warriors, Nimu Kanyo.
Peace out, everybody. We'll see you next time. And this is going to be a fun journey going through this game in its entirety. So, bye-bye.